Today, in the multiversal court of anime, we place a so-called hero on trial, the savior of Earth, the defender of the universe. But behind that orange gi lies the most controversial man in all of anime. The multiversal court is in session. Judge Whis presiding. The gallery is full. Vegeta, Beerus, Piccolo, King Kai.
Order! Order! Everyone be quiet or Boo make you candy!
Court is now in session for the case of the People vs. Son Goku. Mr. Wright, you may present your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goku no doubt is one of the most selfish characters in all of anime. This man is even more selfish than Frieza. He's so self-centered, he practically invented the word. Now, the very definition of selfish is clear. Egocentric, narcissistic, self-centered, self-serving, greedy, inconsiderate. These aren't just words, Your Honor. These are Goku's character traits, every one of them. Now, my case is supported by 3 undeniable pieces of evidence, shown across all the eras of Dragon Ball. These 3 cases will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Son Goku isn't the noble hero everyone believes him to be, but the most selfish character in all of anime. Your Honor, I now present Case 1, the Cell Saga.
Case 1, Father of the Year.
It's 1993, the Cell Games. Goku's fighting Cell, a perfect world-ending bio-android. It's an even fight, until Goku quits. He just stops and says, "My son can handle this." Gohan, an 11-year-old kid who hates fighting, is forced into the ring. The same Gohan who's been beaten, kidnapped, and traumatized since age 5. And if that wasn't enough, Goku gives Cell a sensu bean. Yes, Your Honor, he healed the enemy because it wouldn't be fair. He literally risked 5.5 billion lives for a fair fight. And when it was all over, he stayed dead. Not because he couldn't come back, but because, quote, trouble follows me when I'm alive. Translation, I don't want to raise Goten or deal with Chi-Chi.
You're damn right you don't!
Okay, let me say this. You think I wanted to risk him? I trained him because I knew he'd need to be ready one day. If I didn't believe in him, Cell would have destroyed us all.
And what about being a father, huh?
I knew if I was gone, Gohan would still protect everyone. That's what Saiyans do. We fight for others, even if it hurts us.
Yet, you healed Cell with a sensu bean, ensuring a fair fight to the death for your son.
Because I wanted Gohan to learn to overcome true evil on his own. You can't protect your kids forever. You have to let them stand alone. And yeah, I stayed dead for 7 years, and I know what everyone thinks, that I ran away, that I didn't want to be a father, a husband, a hero anymore. But that's not it, not even close. When I saw what happened at the Cell Games when Gohan unleashed that power, I realized something. Every time I'm alive, danger follows me. Raditz came for me. Vegeta came for me. Frieza's revenge. The android, Cell. All because I exist. If my being here keeps putting Earth in danger, then maybe the best way to protect everyone I love was to not be here at all. And yeah, I love to fight. That's who I am. I can't change that, but I'm not blind. I saw Chi-Chi cry. I saw Gohan suffer. And when I looked at him after Cell was gone, I didn't see a fighter. I saw my son finally getting a chance to live. If I came back, that peace would have ended. And King Kai told me, villains across the galaxies talk about me. The Saiyan who beat Frieza, the warrior who defied death. If I stayed alive, more would have come. So I stayed here in the other world training. Yeah, but also watching. Making sure Gohan could grow without a new monster knocking on his door every year. And you thought I didn't miss them! Every day, I thought about Chi-Chi, about Gohan. And when I learned Goten was born, hell, I cried harder than when I turned Super Saiyan for the first time. So no, I didn't stay dead because I was selfish. I stayed dead because for once in my life, I put others before myself. Because maybe the best way for me to protect the world was to step out of it.
Case 2, the Tournament of Power, Universal Roulette.
Your Honor, this case is simple. The only reason the Tournament of Power ever happened was because Son Goku asked for it. Let's recall the facts. Goku approached Zeno, the literal childlike god of everything, and said, wouldn't it be fun if universes fought each other? And what did Zeno do? He made it real! 8 universes, each containing trillions of living beings, suddenly on the chopping block, all for a spectacle, as Goku wanted to participate in. And as even his allies objected. Beerus threatened to destroy him on the spot. Whis advised caution. Vegeta called him insane. Yet Goku ignored every warning, because to him, the idea of fighting the strongest across creation was too tempting to resist. This wasn't bravery. This was addiction, disguised as optimism. And when lives hung in the balance, Goku still smiled, because he thought he could save everyone in the end. Your Honor, intent doesn't erase recklessness. If I light a fire to test my courage and burn down a village, it doesn't matter that I believed I could put it out.
You almost killed my Bulma! Look, I get why everyone's mad, but that's not how it happened. I didn't ask Zeno to destroy universes. I just wanted a way for fighters to test their limits together. Zeno was already planning to erase the weaker universes because their mortal levels were too low. The tournament gave them a chance to prove their worth. I didn't fight for fun that time. I fought so those universes could show what they had to offer, so no one would go down without being seen.
And what about Universe 9, Universe 10? They didn't make it. Were their lives worth the lesson?
I hate that they were erased. I really do. But I believed, no, I trusted that Zeno would see the good in them, and he did. Because of that tournament, he realized the value of life. That's why he restored everyone in the end.
You gambled existence on a hunch. What if he didn't? What if no one survived?
Then I'd carry that weight forever. But I can't stop believing in people, Phoenix. Every universe had warriors fighting to protect what mattered most. And because of that, they all grew stronger. Not just in power, but in heart.
Case 3. The Addict, Purpose, or Obsession.
Your Honor, the prosecution intends to prove that Son Goku's so-called love of battle is not noble, but dangerously selfish. This man isn't motivated by justice or peace. He's addicted to the thrill of combat, to the point that he risks universes, family, and even innocent lives for another rush of adrenaline. Let's look at the evidence, shall we? Exhibit A, allowing Frieza to reach full power twice. Exhibit B, letting Cell fight Gohan instead of finishing the job himself. Exhibit C, starting the Tournament of Power, a literal battle royale for existence. Your Honor, this isn't courage, it's compulsion.
Yeah, I've made mistakes, but calling me an addict, you've got it all wrong. Fighting isn't just something I do for fun. It's how I grow, how I protect the people I love. If I didn't keep training, if I didn't push past my limits, Frieza would have won. Cell would have destroyed Earth. Majin Buu would have eaten everyone. You call it addiction. I call it responsibility.
Objection! That's a classic rationalization, Goku. You don't fight out of duty. You fight for excitement. Even Vegeta said it himself. Kakarot doesn't care about saving anyone. He just wants to test himself. Tell me, Goku, when you let Frieza power up, when you refused help from your friends, when you left your family behind to train Oob, were you really thinking about them, or were you chasing the next high?
You don't get it, Phoenix. It's not about excitement, it's about understanding. When I fight, I see what I'm capable of. Every punch, every scar. It's proof that no matter how impossible things look, there's always a way forward. I don't fight to hurt people. I fight to show them that we can all break our limits.
Break your limits? Maybe, but you still can't deny the fallout. King Kai's planet gone. Your family neglected, your universe almost erased. Tell me, Son Goku, if fighting is about growth, why does everyone else keep paying the price for your lessons?
You're right, Phoenix. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I never fight alone. Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, they've all stood with me, even when they didn't have to. The world doesn't get better by avoiding battles. It gets better by facing them. Maybe that's what you call addiction, but to me, that's hope.
Final verdict. The People versus Son Goku.
Everybody, silence!
This court has heard arguments from across time, space, and reality itself. We have seen battles that shook universes and hearts that struggled to understand their own purpose. Son Goku, you stand accused of reckless selfishness in the first degree. Your pursuit of strength has risked worlds, even lives, but it has also inspired gods and created heroes.
Your Honor, I know I've made mistakes, but if I hadn't pushed myself or the people around me, the universe would have fallen long ago. Every time I fought, it wasn't for fame or thrill. It was to make sure everyone had the strength to keep fighting even when I couldn't. I stayed dead because I thought Earth was safer that way. I risked everything because I believed in the ones who'd come after me. Maybe that's selfish, but it's the only way I know how to protect the people I love.
Your Honor, I won't deny the facts. Goku's made choices that defy logic and sometimes empathy. But every time he's fallen, he's done it with the hope of getting stronger. Not for himself, but to be ready when the universe needs him most. If selfishness can lead to salvation, then maybe the Saiyan before us isn't a villain. He's just human.
Perhaps you're right, Mr. Wright. Power without self-awareness is dangerous, but power with humility can change even fate itself. Order in the court. The court finds Son Goku. The court court finds Son Goku guilty of reckless selfishness in the first degree.
Well, that settles that. Your Honor, and everyone present in this court, this wasn't about proving Goku is evil. This was about accountability, about facing the truth, even when it comes wrapped in orange and smiles. Goku, you've saved the world more times than we can count, but in doing so, you've gambled with lives that weren't yours to wager. You call it training, you call it adventure, but sometimes a hero's greatest strength is knowing when to stop fighting. This case was never about power levels or transformations. It was about responsibility. And today, this court has proven that even the mightiest warrior can stand guilty when he forgets who he's fighting for.
As punishment, Son Goku, you are hereby sentenced to eternal community service training Yamcha until he surpasses Krillin in a fair match.
Oh, hey, that doesn't sound too bad.
And you will also attend mandatory family counseling with Chi-Chi in Otherworld.
Oh, nah, fuck all that!
Wait, what's going on?